All right, welcome back, y'all. Friendly Talk Podcast in this bitch. You heard?
Hi, how are you?
Girl, I'm good. I'm like, wait, how am I?
We were just changing outfits and we got lost into conversation with our producer Remy, who's the best.
Yes, thank you, Remy.
I wanted to talk about specifically like hanging out and dating people within your same industry. Because like I feel like, okay, so before I was doing comedy full time, I worked at a radio station, and I feel like there was a lot of couples married at the station, and they obviously met at work and stuff.
Wow.
Because I just feel like it's natural to meet somebody because you're at work all day. You're at work more than you're anywhere else. So it's like that's the people you see the most. Yeah. So obviously something can.
Yeah, there was one couple at my job when I was working at Showtime Networks before comedy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I couldn't live like that.
Yeah, I just the thought of marrying a comedian where they're on the same grind. No, I lied. I could marry a comedian who's way more successful than I am.
Okay.
But a comedian who's on the same level as me is just disgusting.
A nightmare?
It's disgusting because it's like I'm trying so hard to build myself and my career. I can't watch you struggle too. Like it's unattractive. Like why we both at the same open mic?
Yeah.
Like
well, I mean, there could be a beauty in it where y'all grow together.
I'm not 16, 17. If I was 20.
Oh, no, at this big age? No, I'm going to need you to,
Listen, if I was 20 and I just started and he was 25.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but like.
Oh, no, this big age, and we deep in our shit, too. Hell, I ain't no open mic. Are you crazy?
Like,
what? Have your jokes ready, Papa.
It's bad enough I'm at an open mic. Now I got to see my man at an open mic. It's disgusting. It's cringy. It's unattractive. I'm sorry, you need to be way bigger than me. I'm sorry, it's just the way society is. I didn't make society.
I know. People be mad at us. People be mad at us. We are a product of our environment.
Thank you. A man needs to provide. A man needs to be successful. Like, especially like, if you're an artist of any sort, and you need to be good at it.
Yeah. Oh my God, girl. Okay, so I met this guy on Hinge, right?
Okay.
This is like last month. I'm not talking to him now.
Okay, that was quick.
We didn't even go through one date.
Okay.
So we met on Hinge, and he's so cute. And he came to one of my shows, and he looked even better in person. I'm like, ooh, cute little Dominican thing. Baby, I went on his gram and saw that he was a rapper. I'm like, okay, no problem.
SoundCloud rapper or rapper?
Baby, I don't even know what the fuck. I don't know what it was. I feel so bad because he gave me like beautiful energy, but he was bad at rapping.
Oh.
And I went through like, and I'm talking about some shit that just dropped. He I'm like, also, I'm scrolling through. I'm like, okay, his older shit, but his new shit, I didn't see like growth. I'm like, that's hard for me because it's like, as an artist, I want to date an artist who I also admire.
Yes.
And he pushes me. If I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I didn't see no growth. If you just started, of course you're going to be a little rocky. You're still learning your voice, learning how you...
Yeah, but at our age, you shouldn't be starting a new venture in life. You should be established in what you've been doing.
At least not with rap is a little hard. Like if you want to go through medical school, if you want to start medical school, like I'm all for chasing dreams no matter how old, because, like there's some people who like, they're just late bloomers. I get that. But like rapping is not something you start too late.
Yeah. If I marry a rapper, he's got to be Google top 20. Like Google top 20 rappers of all time, he's got to be on that list.
Hold on, but you had you a little goat. You gotta
be up. Like it's embarrassing.
Yeah, because you can't go any below that level. If you're gonna fuck with who you fucked with, to go below that is embarrassing.
Yeah,
I can't. You
can't go from a goat to like a SoundCloud guy.
He's like a part of he's like a legacy.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, like there's been some comedians that I've worked with. I'm like, oh, he's kind of cute, and then I'm just like,
no, there's some beautiful comments.
Yeah, no, but I'm like, unless you had 2 Netflix specials already, like
there's only one comic that I really see myself like being with.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Who that? No, don't say okay. No. I'm curious to see who you're talking about.
Yeah, no. And because here's the thing. And it's not because of money. It's not because I want you had to be rich. Like, it's not because I'm a gold digger. It's because men get jealous and petty if they see that you're doing better than them.
Yes, and when we say that, people attack us. But Nick Cannon just had an interview.
What did Nick Cannon say?
Nick Cannon had an interview where he said how his ego got in the way of him and Mariah's marriage.
Mariah Carey's an icon, and Nick Cannon is Nick Cannon.
And he's an icon in his own way as far as
Nick Cannon is dope. I love Wildin' Out.
But he's not a Mariah.
So funny.
My thing is like
Mariah Carey is
when he bagged her, she was up there. It's not like they came up together.
Yeah.
So it's like you bagged Shorty who was up here. Why is it a problem that she up there?
Yeah. What he said, and he was being honest
and he was very honest and vulnerable, which I appreciate. But at the same breath, because that's what men do.
Here's the problem. Nick Cannon is very successful. Nick Cannon has a lot of money.
Nick Cannon is fine and rich.
And he was still jealous of Mariah Carey. Imagine a guy like Jack from down the street. Imagine John.
Imagine Sean from the 2 Train.
Imagine the open micers.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then they'll do it subconsciously where they'll try to break you down and subconsciously mess with your like.
Oh yeah.
And then when you call them out, what are you talking about? Then they gaslight you.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, you're a narcissist. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, you're a psychopath. There's been so many like, and then they backhand compliment you.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, oh, it must be nice to be a pretty girl. And it's like, no, I'm funny. I'm funny.
Pretty don't save you. If anything, pretty makes it harder.
Yeah, it's because people are up there like, oh, she's pretty, I'm not gonna laugh now.
They don't want to fuck with you because you're pretty.
Yeah.
You gotta work double hard. This is not, pretty privilege does not translate into comedy.
No.
Pretty privilege does not translate into a lot of shit.
The pretty privilege translates to like acting,
free food,
modeling,
trips,
dating.
Yeah.
When it comes to comedy,
and even in dating, it's hard because it's like, does he like me or does he just want to fuck me because he thinks I'm hot?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's even then it hinders you.
I can't see myself with a guy who's also like struggling and on the grind because I am.
Yeah.
I am. And I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm not a provider. I'm a woman. I'm not
you shouldn't be expected to provide.
No man should be like, oh, she doesn't have her shit together. Ew. Like,
well, no, like men who have men. I remember one time I was watching this like, it wasn't a documentary, but it was like a dating advice kind of video. And they were saying like men that are successful, they're not looking at what a woman has. Like, oh, what does she bring? Like when a man says, what do you bring to the table? It's kind of like, it's like, are you gonna make this house a home? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I provide everything. Like as a man, I have the bread. I have, are you bringing love, tenderness, care, warmth? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if he's like, oh, you 50, like, I don't know, son. These social media is just so funny.
Oh my God.
So funny.
Men are so funny. Men are so, and people ask me like why I'm single, and I'm like, because these streets are treacherous.
Girl.
Men are treacherous.
Yeah.
Tell me about your date. About like you went to LA recently.
Yes, girl. That was a time, bitch.
Because I recently just got back from Egypt.
Oh, how was that?
I had a great time.
That was crazy how far you had to travel for such a short time.
Yeah, I only went for 5 days.
Crazy.
But those 5 days were jam-packed. I
could imagine.
The Lord's work.
Did you sleep when you got back? You had to.
Yeah, I crashed. I crashed.
Yeah. How many days? Like 2 days? You took?
No, I mean, my flights were really good timing.
Okay.
Like, when I flew out early morning and I stayed up all night. So I slept the whole ride there. And then when I got to Egypt, it was in the morning and I stayed up. So I kind of got on track. Mm-hmm. And then when I flew home, I flew overnight and then I got home and it was like 11 a.m.
Wait, so you sleep on planes?
I sleep, bitch, I drug myself.
Oh, I can't sleep on planes, son.
You don't drug yourself?
I've taken melatonin and I still be like,
Melo, that's because you need to take a Xanax.
Oh, where you get
the doctor, bitch.
You're like,
or
the drugs.
The street.
You at the pharmacy, bitch. Get some drugs.
Buy them off the street like normal people do.
I mean, using melatonin gummies. Like
that doesn't work. You need to get a tranquilizer.
I need to know. You know what I'm doing? I'm gonna use
raw dog like 15-hour flights.
When I went to Thailand, bitch, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how I survived that shit. I was 25 though. I was young and full of. I don't know. Now, nah.
The longest flight I took was to Hong Kong.
I was dying going to LA last week.
I took a really like a high milligram Xanax and I slept the entire ride. Wow. I think the stewardess thought I was dead because I missed breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like literally,
I know you woke up hungry.
I woke up starving, and I woke up and they were just like, "Welcome to Hong Kong." And I was like, "Oh, what's up? I'm here."
Hong Kong. Oh no, I flew into Beijing. That's one city I'm not planning on going back to.
Why? What, did you have a good time?
I'm good on there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I almost got into a fight out there.
Why is that Eva's always like, dude, I'm literally on Instagram in the middle of the night the other day. And you know how you could put little notes on your Instagram, like chat thing? And Eva's note says, if I lived in LA, I'd be fighting bitches all the time. I'm like,
I would.
I was gonna text you and be like, what the fuck happened? You know what?
My friend Curry cut that text me. She's like, why are you always trying to fight somebody in LA? I'm like, because these bitches need to get slapped out here.
Who needed to get slapped in Los Angeles?
No, let me stop. I get a lot of love when I'm in LA. I get a lot of love, but there's a couple people who I'm just like, oh.
But what happened?
They just be tight. Like, they be just saying whack shit. Like little shit. Like, they be like, oh, what's your credits? I'm like, oh, da-da-da-da. I ain't saying all that. And go on the stage and be like, yeah, you seen her shit. She have on last year's sneakers. Like, I've heard, people done.
Whoa.
Word to my mother.
She said she has on last year's sneakers?
No, but she's like, I haven't seen someone wear that sneakers since the 90s. Y'all give it up for Eva Evans. Word to my mother, that's what the bitch brought me up as. They didn't say nothing about no motherfucking don't tell, BET, none of that shit.
The sneaker slander is...
That's not a bitch who needs to get slapped?
Yeah, no, I'd say something.
But I was just like, I'm gonna let it rock because it's like, I'm out here to work. I don't want to be the angry black lady at the club.
I would have just went on stage and then been like, and then said something about however she looked or like, you know what I'm saying? Like...
that I wanted to do that, but I'm just like, you know what? I don't want her to... I want the beef to be one-sided.
Yeah, I see that.
A lot of times, there's the time and place for me to be like, all right, bitch, I'm really not the one to fucking play with.
Yeah, you don't want to do that at work.
Yeah.
And these shows
but there will be
work.
times at work where I'm like, bitch, I'm not the one to fucking play with. But that wasn't a time for me to... You made fun of my sneakers because you're fucking jealous of my credits. I'm not going to give you the... I'm not going to go up there and roast it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, bitch, you got it. It's a one-sided... You know what I mean?
That's so crazy.
But that's the shit that I go through in Los Angeles.
I don't know why. I've never had a bad experience in LA. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I just maybe I don't pay attention enough. I'm also kind of oblivious.
You probably get they're probably mad haters and it just goes whoop.
A lot of things go over my head. I'm not as smart as I pretend to be.
His job is protecting you from all the evil.
It really is because like someone will be like mad fake and I'd be like, oh my God, they were so nice. And my friends would be like, that person hates you. And I'm like, oh really? Oh, I didn't notice.
That person hates your guts. Oh what?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. I did have one interaction when I went. The time I went with you, we went for Netflix's A Joke Festival because I had gone into an altercation with this man on social media like a month prior to that over the Palestine-Israel thing. And then we were on the same show. And I told myself, if he says anything, I'm slapping the shit out of this man.
Girl.
I'm gonna, like,
yeah, I know you was ready. Because
I was ready and I was praying that he did because I was like, I will gladly.
You know they never do.
No,
he didn't say nothing, did he?
No, he was so nice to me. I was so mad.
What?
I was so mad that he was nice to me. And it's funny because shout out to Harry. I literally told him before we went the issue, and I was like, hey, I'm just letting you know.
You gave manager a heads up? This
might look bad. I know we just started working together, and I'm not a fight. I mean, I'm a fighter, but not on the street.
But you're a professional fighter.
Yeah, like I'm not like a drama starter, but this guy came for me on social media. So if he says anything, then my Harry goes, I'll smack him. Like, no, Harry. He's mine.
Harry,
no, Harry, let me handle it, please. And then when he walked in, he was so nice to me. And I'm like, I can't be the one to start.
Do you think that he forgot about it or he...
No, he was being fake. Like they're pussies.
Yeah.
They're keyboard warriors.
Yeah, the ones on the internet they never about it in real life.
He didn't forget about it. Like he went out his way, blocked me, was writing shit. Like he did not forget about it. But he saw me and he was just like, oh my God, hey Nina, how are you? And obviously when someone says that, then if I start a problem, then I'm the bitch. I'm the you know, like, so I'm like, I'm not gonna give him the satisfaction of like me starting the issue.
Right.
I was just gonna finish whatever issue I was hoping he would start.
Yeah.
And then he didn't. And I was like, okay.
Damn.
You saved yourself a broken face.
Okay, because it would have been broken.
I would have grabbed the bottle and smashed it across his head. Went to jail for the night. Harry would have bailed me out. Easy peasy.
And he sure would have. And it would have been a story for the podcast, girl.
Yeah.
Damn, now I'm mad it didn't happen.
I'm so mad it didn't happen. I was literally texting people. Like, dude, like he walked in, and he was nice. They're like, God damn it. Because I can't.
Because then you'll be the problem.
John Stamos was in the green room. Like it was.
That wasn't like, oh, nah. Now I want baby daddy right there.
I was flirting with John.
Because you love you some John Stamos. Wait, what's his name? John Stamos?
Yeah. He's beautiful.
He's a beautiful. He's a white man who aged very beautifully.
Yes. And he was so nice.
There's a few of them that aged beautifully. There's another one. The one that was in The Bodyguard, he aged not as nicely as John Stamos, but he's still handsome.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like to compare. They're both handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
Brad Pitt too. Brad Pitt still is a zaddy, even though I heard, he's a terrible father, but all that other shit aside, like just physically, he's still a go.
Is he? I haven't.
Yeah.
He was never my type, even when he was younger.
Nah, he was mad pretty. I'm like, I was just too pretty. Certain men are just like, you gotta be a lesbian to fuck with somebody like that.
Yeah, I was
it's just too pretty.
I was more of a Gerard Butler kind of girl.
I like me a hood ass. Like I like my crushes when I was younger. I was DMX, 50 Cent, Nas. What you talking about? Belly was my favoriteest movie in the world to this day.
Literally, Nas, 50 Cent.
Nas will never not be daddy. I don't give a fuck.
Girl.
Nasir Jones, stop playing with me.
Girl. Girl.
That's the only time we would be sister wives. That's the only one I'd be like, you know what?
I would be your sister wife.
I would dead ass be your sister wife.
Really?
Yes, girl, we can do that.
He's the only man I would like mess with out of wedlock.
Yeah.
I would gladly go to hell, have my parents disown me for Nasir Jones.
But I feel like his name is like Muslim influence.
I don't think he's Muslim though.
No, I don't think he is, but I feel like his name, Nasir Jones, something about Nasir. It gives me
He's just a beautiful man.
It just gives me something. It gives me exotic.
It
gives me something outside of Queensbridge.
It's giving exotic. I would be a sister wife for that for sure.
Hell yeah.
My crushes were all definitely rappers. Yeah. I definitely have a type.
No, Denzel was daddy when I was younger.
Really?
He still look good, but now he's like uncle. But when I was a horny teenager, I definitely
really
Denzel, because I had daddy issues, like my father.
Okay.
So Denzel was definitely somebody I was horny for. Age 13, 14, Denzel made me horny.
I didn't have crushes till like way later in life though.
But like there was a difference between a crush and like horny. Like thinking someone was cute and I want to hump a pillow after seeing this picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Denzel's the only one that got knocked off the roster?
Yeah, because out of respect, I don't want to hump Denzel anymore. I don't want to give him a stroke. No, I'm joking. I'm sure he can handle it. If I throw this ass back, I'm sure he can catch it. But I'm not. I'm not interested.
Denzel, if you're watching,
no, don't watch, sir.
Denzel, if you're watching, Eva's offering to throw it back. Slide in our DMs.
Yeah, back in the day. But like my crush, like I had crushes like Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, but it was a
I never liked Leo.
Oh no, I loved him, but it was crushes. But like horniness was like DMX. Nas, 50, like that. Those they made me. That's when I knew I like boys. I'm like, oh, I don't know what sex is, but I want to do it with them.
DMX, not the barking. The barking,
bitch. The barking had me, bitch. I was culling out the lines when I heard the barking. I'm like, oh, culling out the lines, bitch.
If you want to date Eva Evans, just bark at her. Send your DMs are going to be filled with guys barking voice notes at you, and I can't wait to play it. Guys, please, if you're interested, send us voice notes of you barking, and we'll play them on the next episode. And whoever barks best will be invited on our next podcast.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching.
That's a wrap. Thank y'all.